One.
Ooh, got ourselves a series here. The deciding map to decide who goes through the round of hate, who goes home.
Yeah, this is a crucial moment for both these players. Of course, Trust has never really had a deep finish. Leenock has had plenty.
Yeah.
But Leenock wants to signal his true return to his top form. This guy used to always be a championship contender. He's won a lot of tournaments in the past. So if he can make it far here tonight, I mean, that's a big deal.
It is absolutely a big deal. And this is Intel Extreme Masters Gyeonggi heading towards the big Intel Extreme Masters Grand Final, which isn't that far away. Just three more months until Katowice at Spodek Arena.
Oh, that's going to be amazing, as always.
And also to say that's extremely important as well, this is the first WCS 2017 Korea event as well. So
you need to start getting those points. BlizzCon,
yeah, you got to start right away.
Yeah, BlizzCon is so much money. Look at how much money Beyond won this year. That is mostly BlizzCon.
Yeah. And I mean, his team would be very happy they picked him up just before he won all that money, or it would have been 100% his. Yeah. But yeah, it's actually. But that jokes aside, it's fantastic to see a lot of these Koreans starting to get teams as well since the disbanding of Pro League and the disbanding of a few of those test teams. It's fantastic to see guys like Beyond get a team, Solar getting a team, Splice, Patience getting a team, and would not be surprised to see all these players in Intel Extreme Masters Gyeonggi turning heads here and getting some extra pickups for those teams, those late stragglers.
Definitely agree with you there. And these two players, Leenock in the bottom left we just saw, and Trust in the bottom right. Definitely a couple guys.
This observer's got us on our toes here. We can't talk can't talk too long before the game.
So guys, get with it.
It's like, hurry up, guys. We need to get right into it. He's dropping his pile on our toes. We need to talk about that.
Yeah, pylons are pretty cool. Okay, so we talked about that.
Yep.
What's next?
And there we go. This is early game ZvP. Single gateway going down. Wow, it's.
I never expected it.
No.
To be honest.
No, we're just teasing you. We're not going to tease the observer too much.
Yeah. So, anyways, after watching those two games and seeing what you've seen so far today, do you have one player you think will win here on Newkirk Precinct?
I mean, I kind of feel like Trust was in charge of that game until the run by.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
And when the run by happens, I mean, the best Protosses in the world will struggle to come back from that point. So I feel like if it wasn't for that move, Trust could have probably won that game because he was doing a great job and making like excellent decisions that whole game. Yeah. So actually, as you know, I'm going to be a flippy floppy politician type nerd right now, and I'm going to actually change my mind mid-series and say that I think Trust is going to win this one.
Wow. That is...
I said Leenock 2-0 right at the start.
You did.
I'm completely reversing
and
that.
I mean, he lost the first game right away.
Politician nerd. I'm completely flipping.
You really are? Oh my God.
On my beliefs and my ideals here.
I mean, there's been a lot of talk about bad politicians this year all around the world, but I mean, you are the worst of all, Maynard, switching from Leenock to Trust.
Well,
breaking my trust right now by switching it up.
Breaking your trust.
I'm going to stay with Leenock just because you're just such a filthy, filthy man for doing that. But no, I do agree with you that Trust could have won that previous game. He definitely felt like he had the advantage early on. Leenock did some great moves and came back, but some of those mistakes were kind of funny, like the disruptor flank where he shoots all of them at once. He doesn't save anything back for an army that chases him once again. There was something about the later we got into the game, the better Leenock played and the worse Trust played in a way. So maybe the pressure's building up over time. And if he doesn't hurt Leenock early on, I could see Leenock absolutely still taking this.
There you go. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Leenock's a fantastic player, and he had a great game too. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, and
fantastic game.
Here's the thing too: we need to get as many ZvZs as possible for tomorrow, so that you are really in your element when you get to cast.
Oh, dude, please. Esports gods, please give me as many ZvZs as possible so I can bring my oceanic CVZ knowledge in.
Yes, CVC.
It's actually all about Terrans right now in Oceania for you guys that
that's true,
used
but
to meme all about Azergs.
Historically,
yes.
You are specifically a ZvZ caster, as far as I can tell.
I remember those Australian tournaments with round of 8 double elim all Zergs. Those were fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like King Kong winning at the end against Moonglade or something.
Or Targa or something like that.
Yeah.
Targa used to be an Australian tournament, by the way, guys. For you guys are like, wait, he's a European. Like, yeah, I know, but he lived in Brisbane for a few years. Anyway, we're seeing a Overlord speed opening here, so it's like Leenock playing a little bit like Sue, going for speed straight away for the Overlords, and Trust going for a little bit of a different opening here, opening Stargate into Twilight Council.
Yeah, gets that Oracle. Last game he ended up getting an Oracle and Glaze, but the timing was way different from this. This is like kind of, I don't want to call it more standard because it's still a little bit different from what a lot of people do, but he's going to fly in here, see what he can get done. With that Spore coming up and a good pull away from Leenock, he only gets one drone.
Yeah, just the one drone. But the next step of the plan here for Trust is really interesting me to see the Twilight Council and the Robo go down. Kind of makes me feel like maybe he wants to go for Archon stuff again.
Oh my god. When you get Blink this quick, it can only mean one thing, right? Like, this has to be a crazy all-in coming up.
It does certainly seem like it.
Like, if you go Blink, you don't just go like, okay, I'm going to get Blink in a third base. That's like something from 4 years ago. Like, people... Stalkers are good, but they're not that good anymore.
Yeah, and this Overlord actually does see the Twilight Council being chrono boosted here, so that's a giveaway. He knows with 3 Stalkers that it's not Resonating Glaives Artosis that is going to be Blink.
Probably not, right? Like,
so he's making a bunch of units now, as you'd expect, getting +1, and they're not going to rely on Ling defense here. It looks like he's going to get Roaches out as soon as possible.
7 gate Blink all in, Maynard.
There it is. I was about to say, the extra gateways will be any time now. There they are.
It's a good choice, I think. You know, it's the bases are close enough, and...
This makes me miss Huck, seeing Blink and 7 gateways go down.
Wouldn't it be 9 gateways, though? But yeah, like, this is... I think it's a good plan, just because if you look at the game so far, Leenock was playing better in late games, so he may as well put the pressure on. Leenock underestimated some of the earlier attacks before, so maybe he'll do that again, and he's able to pick it up.
Well, Leenock's doing the correct thing, man. He's been making nothing but units here. As soon as he sees the Blink being researched, he's made nothing but Lings. He's getting his Roach Warren up as well. That's exactly what he needs against this.
He's trying to fake an expansion here to try to trick him. But you see this many Stalkers, it's like, Stalkers are just not good early game against Zerg, really, unless you're all-inning. So, yeah, he pretty much knows. 38 Lings, pretty good.
Yeah, not bloody bad.
There's 3 units in that Prism. Do you know what those are?
I think they're
Are they Stalkers?
I think they're probably Stalkers, yeah.
You should probably let them out of the Prism. Right?
They'd be pretty handy in this fight. Oh, they're sentries.
Oh my god, is he going to blink up, perhaps?
Oh, I'd love that.
Oh my god.
I'd love that. Using the Oracle for high ground. Oh, Trust,
oh my god, this is so dirty.
He's going to do it.
This is so dirty.
Oh, he lost the Oracle. The Warp Prism can give him that high ground, though.
Okay, but look at this. He forced a lot of units to the high ground, which means that, okay, he stays down, or he goes up and fights, I guess. That works, too.
And Shield going down, sentries coming in for the warp in. Doesn't look like a Queen's touching up that Warp Prism at all, so it is going to get those reinforcements out for Trust. And he's in the main, and he blocks off the ramp as well.
Okay, some Ravagers on the way so he can break through those force fields, but still, it takes time to shoot the Biles, and he can throw down some more force fields while he deals with these units in the main base.
That feels so trolly. The Stalkers in the main starting to dwindle a little bit. The drones are off the line, though, and that's never usually a good sign for the Zerg. Dodging a Bile there, and 7 drones going down.
No more sentries, though. The rest of the units of Leenock flood up right now, trying to deal some damage. An aggressive Blink on top of these Ravagers, and they get on the ramp, so the surface area is so poor for Leenock.
Yeah, the Roach is doing a lot of damage, though, and the Stalkers are starting to get low in hit points. The Blink on cooldown here. Nice Blink control from Trust so far, and using the Warp Prism for a bit of micro as well to keep these Stalkers alive for as long as possible. He's killed 14 drones, which is insane damage, but this is an extremely aggressive attack from Trust, and he needs to get more than that done.
Oh man, he gets pushed back at the end of the day, and yeah, he killed the 14 drones, but if you look at this, right, it's the only upgrade he has is Blink. He doesn't have a third base, and with this many hatches, you can refill your drones if you completely hold.
All right, pause here from Leenock, but I mean, I was going to say, this hatchery, if it goes down, could spell doom for Leenock, though. He needs this hatchery to be alive.
Yeah.
He can't really lose too many more drones. Like, yeah, he took heavy damage and he's in. His economy isn't fantastic, but I'm not sure what Leenock's saying here, but I'm sure there's a reason for the pause. He wouldn't do that otherwise.
Has to be something. It looks like they're just about ready to get going again. Maybe it was just a mouse problem or something that he fixed himself, but Trust is continuing this all in. He's not backing up into a Nexus, so definitely still has a chance in this game as he attacks the third. And as you said, if he can even kill the third hatchery, it brings the game so much closer to even.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can recover from an all-in if you do critical damage to your opponent. Even if you don't kill them, you can have that sort of weird transition into a new base. Picking off a Ravager there, that hatchery very, very low. A couple right clicks on that ball of Stalkers could get it done. He is going to go the safer route here, straight into the main to try and warp in a few more units. That Warp Prism only taking shield damage. It's very, very high in health here. And Trust continuing the aggression here, up in the main. No sentries to wall off, but not that many units left for Leenock here. 5 more roaches on the way, but I feel like they're going to be a little bit late to the party, Artosis.
It looks like you're right about that. Maynard, the drones being pulled up now as well, knowing that Leenock is in huge trouble, starting to target down each and every individual unit, and this might be all she wrote for the Zerg.
I think you're right. I think we're going to see Trust go through to the round of 8 here, Artosis. There's just nothing left here for Leenock.
Oh, Trust looks like he has done it. GG.
GG. The underdog, the black sheep, the Zest killer, Trust is in the round of 8. This is a career best for this kid.
This
the sigh
is
of
crazy.
relief on his face as well. What an intense series.
What a big deal for him starting off the first tournament of the 2017 season with a round of 8 entry in a very tough group. Leenock is in great shape. Sue is in top form. Zest has been playing very well, but it looks like that's it. He advances from this group in second place, eliminating both Zest and Leenock.
And what incredible scalps to take out as well. Like, if someone's asleep right now and they missed this event for some reason, I mean, first of all, shame on them.
Shame.
Second of all, when they watch the VODs, they're going to be like, what? Their friend's going to be Skyping them saying, did you see the results? The Trust killed Leenock and Zest in his group? And they'll be like, yeah, nice troll, mate. Sick joke, that's really funny. But no, this is the world we live in right now.
As I was saying before as well, his PvT is very good.
Yeah.
So we just saw his PvP, it was really good against Zest. His PvZ, he did a good job of mixing up his strategies and getting aggressive at appropriate times, and even some good late game play. Kid, maybe he can make a round of 4. I mean, I'm not going to say it as far as like he can win. I don't think that he can get past like an innovation or something, but maybe he can get even deeper than the round of 8.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully Trust has got himself a few more fans this time. You know, he is an underdog, not really well known. I personally didn't know him very well as well. I mean, other than seeing him in the the Star Leagues and the GSL and that sort of thing. But he certainly turned my head, and I'll be paying attention to Trust from now on. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have to, because we're going to be casting him tomorrow in that round of 8. But for now, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, our next match.